or sorry, Naya pod, and I'm Ryan OConoor. Looks like we've got a green-blue deck. I was watching Caleb play earlier in round one, and Caleb took down a mono-black control deck at the time. See a Gavany Township from Caleb.
Right. So we have mono green. I know Ryan OConoor. It looks like he's just playing mono.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
those other forests, I saw them as islands because of the difference in the art. Wow, that's funny. Like a total trick of the eye because of the difference of the new art. It is mono green versus Niapod. Ryan OConoor with mono green and Caleb Durward with Niapod.
So in that matchup, I feel like the pod deck's a really heavy favorite, or can be.
Unless Ryan has something to break the game open, I totally agree.
Yeah, it's like Caleb has things like pod, and he has pod and township going. Especially with the Silverheart, he's doing things that are legit way more unfair. Yeah, like making worm coil engine. So we kind of entered this game what it looks like to be at a point which looks like Caleb's really in command of things.
I mean, he's throwing away his Silverheart because it's not good enough.
Yeah. So Caleb just with a pair of Strangleroot Geists. All right, so we're going to. All right, both players shuffling here. Yeah, the Worm Coil engine out of Caleb is very powerful against mono green. Yeah, and he mortar potted to trade away mana creatures. Probably would be worried about, I don't know, a Revenge of the Hunted or some other sort of card. Ryan is playing 3 Revenge of the Hunted. Ryan is actually a lot more aggressive than let on at first. He's playing Champion of Lamholt is probably his best way to break open this board. But I mean, that'd be so much work getting up to 6 and competing with lifelink. It's probably a little hard. Right, yeah, Ryan's deck is definitely mono green.
Yep. Skin Shifter.
Yeah,
wow.
Skin Shifter, not actually that good of a 2-drop.
I'm not a big fan of it, but it's very aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, I actually am of the opinion that I think Grook's Companion's a stronger 2-drop if that's what you want. Both cards are pretty on the weaker side of things, though. Green actually, outside of Strangleroot Geist, has kind of a dearth of good 2-drops.
This is true.
Which is why all the green decks, you see them trying to jump from 1 to 3 are so hard. It's because it's just 2 isn't a very good place.
Look at that. That is not the face of a happy person.
Yeah, how do I swing through this Worm Coil engine? These Strangleroot Geists.
I mean, even if you manage to do something that is relevant, then you've got the worm tokens left, you still have the birthing pod left. The ways for Ryan to get out of this involve such a set of miracles that it's just very hard to imagine it working out his way. Ryan here, not even with one of the best cards he could possibly have right now does not exist in his deck. Phyrexian Metamorph would be one of the best possibilities for him right now, but it's just not here.
Yeah. So, yeah, long tank by here. Yeah, I mean, this card I don't see a card here on his list that I think really helps him out against Worm Coil Engine.
Right.
He has 2 Crushing Vines, which he probably has boarded in. Yeah, okay. He's going to Zenith up. Looks like, I'm not positive, a Dungrove Elder. It's probably his best. Yep, and it's so you know so Dungrove Elder was also a game day promo. It looks like it's a full art one. I'm not sure what it's from.
It doesn't look like much of a tree to me.
Well, it kind of is. I mean, it's a tree folk.
It kind of looks more like one of those aliens from District 9.
As a 4/4, the question is that, is he trying to... Okay, so he's going to pod the worm coil engine, actually.
Worm coil's not good enough. Does he have I know he has an Elishnorn, actually. I saw it earlier.
Can't see anything else that we'd be podding for.
Oh, boy. Elishnorn.
Sure. Yeah, right.
Even my Borderland Rangers can beat up your tree.
Yes. Elishnorn kind of a death knell for mono green.
In comes my guys.
Yeah, swinging in for a lot.
Take 6.
Yep. And then he has this 5/5 lifelink and a 5/5 death touch.
And Ryan O'Connor.
Equip mortar pod to. This is a good academic exercise of which one you'd want it on.
Revenge of the Hunted would kill the Elishnorn.
Right, so then you'd want to put it on the death touch worm.
Would it matter?
Does mortar pod, because the creature deals damage, right?
Yeah, but they're untargetable.
Revenge?
No,
Dungrove.
Dungrove.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And we see another Dungrove and a Rancor.
So
all over but the
they add
Cryan.
up 4, 6 power between two of them. Still not enough to really kill anything. And with the Gavoni Township from Durward, I think this swing is lethal. All right. Now, Caleb with lots of interesting one-ofs in his deck. He has a Wormcoil, an Elishnorn, and a Thrag Tusk, a Geistunner Monk, a Zealous Conscripts. He's actually running 3 Elvish Visionaries, which is, I think, kind of one of the more interesting aspects. He's doing that instead of Strangle Rootgeist.
I mean, in the end, a random card might just be better than a 3/2 body.
I have trouble believing that that's true against Delver, but like in a lot of matchups, I think it is true. Here, I think it is. A lot of times in these matchups, Stranglegeist is a very bad card.
It might be that he just doesn't care about Delver as much, which might not be a thing to not care about. But I mean, that could be how he's viewing it.
Clearly cares about zombies. He has 4 Celestial Purge in the sideboard. And
Ryan is scooping it up.
So Caleb wins 2 games to 1 over Ryan O'Connor. Caleb, I believe, advancing to 3-0 here in St. Louis, or Collinsville in Illinois.
Some smiles there after the match.
Yeah.
For those of you who are just joining us,